Hi guys, ignore the weird lighting. Hopefully I do not wake up a baby. Yeah, so I thought I would do a Q&A, kind of about being 2 years post gastric bypass. I had the Roux-en-Y gastric bypass a little over 2 years ago. My high weight was 333. I think day of surgery my weight was 281. The lowest I ever got was 157, I want to say, somewhere in there. But my happy range was about 160 to 165. And I am actually 3 months postpartum yesterday. So my weight right now has been between 189, 190, just kind of flip-flops back and forth. So I'm just going to answer some questions for you guys. Can you eat more sugar now? Actually, yes. At the very beginning, I think for probably like the first year or so, I could only eat maybe 7 or 8 grams of sugar. That's pushing it. And then I would start to have dumping syndrome and I would feel horrible. I'd start getting dizzy and sweating. And like, I didn't feel like I was gonna poop or have diarrhea or anything. I felt like I was gonna throw up and like, just like the room was spinning. And then, you know, that would last maybe 45 minutes or so. And then I would be so exhausted, like I would just fall asleep. It just took like everything out of me and I felt horrible. And then maybe, I would say before I got pregnant, so a year and a half, somewhere in there, I could eat maybe like 14-ish grams of sugar per serving, and that would be, you know, pushing my limits. And after that, I would get dumping. And then while I was pregnant, like, I swear I could eat like around 22-ish grams. And now, like, I'm not sure, probably around that. I try not to push my luck, but occasionally I have. That's not to say that I don't get it anymore, because I do. We've had like birthday parties or like an ice cream party or something at church, ice cream Sunday, and yeah, I've had a little bit too much. But generally I don't have dumping too much anymore. Do I still follow the rules? I want to say yes, but not with everything. Like, it's really bad. It's really bad. Drinking when you're eating, I know it's bad, and I know sometimes when I want to eat more of something I like, this is a terrible habit, but I will drink while I'm eating to like slide it down so I can fit more in. Terrible, terrible, terrible habit, and I don't want to do it. And I've been wanting to get back into the, you know, stop half an hour before you eat, and then don't drink half an hour after, and then start up again. I just feel like it totally helped me a lot more. Like, I listen to my body more. I listen to my hunger cues a lot more when I'm not eating and drinking. But other rules, like, I try to have a lot of protein in my life. I still stick to the same types of foods that I did before. I guess, I don't know how many other rules there are. Don't eat a lot of sugar. Anytime I get coffee, I always get a skinny, sugar-free something. I might add Splenda to it, but, and occasionally, I think I've done this twice now, like I've asked for 1 pump of a yummy syrup in like a large coffee. I still get my normal sugar-free, and then I just add 1 pump of yummy stuff, because almost everywhere I've ever gone, they only carry like vanilla sugar-free, or maybe vanilla and caramel. Hardly anywhere will carry like yummy flavors. I want coconut, and I want, I don't know, like caramel nut or something yummy, maple. I want pumpkin spice. I want a pumpkin spice latte. Sorry about the crazy lighting. I'm in the library. Not mine. I don't have a library. I am at work as a nanny. Kids are all sleeping. We're having quiet time. It's my little break. I've got so much done today. I'm feeling really good. Anyway, do you ever feel like a normal person, a normie, someone who hasn't had surgery? Yes and no. I feel way more normal. I feel like the first year, year and a half to 2 years of your life after having surgery, everything is about surgery. What can I eat? You know, if I go to this place, will I be able to have anything to eat? Like, are people going to notice? Like, there's so many things that go through your head all the time at the beginning. And then after a while, like, I don't know, it's your new normal. Or you'll eat a little bit of the crap that you know that you shouldn't. I don't know, it's still like in the back of your mind, but it's not anywhere near what it was at the beginning stages. Are you experiencing regain? I feel like I probably would be still in the same place that I was. I mean, I got pregnant, and you know, at the beginning you're super sick, and then the middle I like had to eat more, and then at the end I felt pretty crappy and I didn't eat as much, and I had gestational diabetes and all kinds of weird stuff. But then, like, my weight has been very stable for the past, I don't know, couple months, just staying exactly the same. So I think right now I'm just maintaining. I don't want to be maintaining right now, but I feel like if I eat too few calories, then my milk supply will suffer, and I already don't make enough. So I am not willing to really go crazy right yet. I feel like I could definitely maintain forever. Could. I don't know. I'm definitely an emotional eater. When things are going wrong, I stress eat. When I have really bad anxiety, like, it's my coping mechanism. I've always struggled with it. So I'm not sure. I was doing pretty good, staying between 160 and 165, and I was very happy there. I would like to get back down there eventually. Do you wish that you had done anything differently with surgery and all of that? I do, actually. I wish that I had just done the surgery when I was 18, right out of school, or even before. I wish that I had done this years and years and years ago, and that I could have been on my own, not had kids yet, not had a husband, like, could just live on my own, cook for myself, and work out, and make that my good routine, have it like down pat. Because it is hard once you have kids and they're like, hey mom, try a bite of this, or they don't finish their food, or, I mean, that's not as bad for me because I'm a germaphobe and I do not like to eat stuff that they've slobbered on, but, like, I don't know, you go trick-or-treating with the kids and then you're like, oh, there's a pail full of candy right over there, it's staring at me. There's just way more temptations when there's other people bringing things into the house, or you have to shop for other people. So yeah, I kind of wish I'd done it right away at 18 and like maintained a good healthy body instead of yo-yo dieting for so long and going up so far and down so far, and like I think I've stretched and re-stretched and whatever my skin so much. Yeah, I'm surprised actually how good it's done bouncing back. It could be way worse. What are the positives from having the surgery? Oh my goodness, there was so many positives. My self-esteem went way up. I just feel like I loved myself more. I feel like I shouldn't say that. Like, I shouldn't have loved myself just because I was skinnier, but I'd always had a really bad self-image, and I hated myself. And it was really cool to see me, like, stick to it and do really well, and people were asking me questions on how I was doing it. And in the whole process, like, I got Invisalign. I used to have a huge gap there, lots of spacing issues in my teeth. So I've changed like a lot physically in the past couple of years. And I had tons and tons and tons of back problems, which initially within the first year my back kind of got even worse for a little bit. But I feel like now, as I've been living a lot lighter than I used to be, my back has been incredibly different, like so much better. And I even had like a whole pregnancy that like my back stayed mostly intact. Like, it's different. Like, I'll have it be painful a few times here and there, but not like weeks and weeks on end where it's out of place and I can barely walk and I can't get out of bed and you can't put your underwear on. Like, all of those things, like, that has tremendously changed. And I think in my marriage things have gotten better because I'm not so self-conscious. Baby's waking up. I feel like I can be a better mom and chase my kids. I actually could get pregnant with my second child. That's a huge one. It's mostly positives, and the list could go on and on and on. And it was so fun buying clothes that were smaller sizes than I'd ever worn in my entire life. That was amazing. Some negatives. For the rest of your life, you do have to sacrifice some things. I can't just go and get any coffee I want to, and I can't just eat a big old ice cream sundae or go get a Blizzard at Dairy Queen, or, you know, I always have to think about things a little bit, but I actually think that's not so much a negative, and it's become a positive thing. Like, it's better for me to think about things and to not gorge on all of this stuff. And like in the holidays, I know that even though I might eat kind of crappy for a day or two, I can't eat anywhere near as much as I could before. Sorry, I'm on negatives. Gotta think about the negatives. I have a few scars. I have extra skin. Not too much negative. Mostly all positive. Why do most weight loss surgery YouTubers disappear after a while? I think it's for quite a few reasons, actually. You know, initially your whole life is about weight loss surgery, and you want to know everything, and you want to follow everybody else, and it's your life. And then after a while, you sink back into normal life. It's not all about weight loss, and you just go on living, and life gets busy, and all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, I didn't make a video last week, and oh, well, it's not really that important anymore, and I'm not freaking out over everything because now I'm in maintenance phase. Or sometimes they have started gaining and they don't want anybody to know because it's embarrassing. It's hard when you put your life out there on YouTube and you're like, okay, I've gained back 10 pounds or 20 pounds or whatever. And you're like, I wanted to come out here and be like, oh, I'm doing everything perfect. You know, life is great and positive and wonderful, and sometimes it's not. And sometimes we go through really hard crap and we rely on food again, and sometimes we just don't want to be in the spotlight anymore. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons, but I do like doing this week after week, or as much as I can right now because life is crazy, but it kind of keeps me accountable. You see going, I just weighed in today and it was not good. I need to check myself before I wreck myself. Would I do it again? 150% yes. Over and over and over and over and over again. Yes. Yes. It was one of the best things I have ever done. Sorry, my voice is still a little crappy. I had laryngitis for like a week. I'm finally getting my voice back, not quite back to normal. So anyway, I hope you guys liked this Q&A. I hope it's helpful to some people. And if you're at the very beginning of your journey, like if you haven't even had surgery yet, it's worth it. Totally worth it. Keep going. You can do the liquid diet. That was one of the hardest things ever. You can do it. You can get past it, and you can get to a really awesome place. You can possibly have babies if you've been trying and you've had issues and PCOS and whatever. I'm not saying that it for sure will happen, but it can happen, and I am proof of that. You know, you hear all these things like your relationship will fail. Not necessarily. If you had a good one before, this could be helpful. Yeah, it's been an incredible journey. It's not done yet. But I'm glad that you guys have come with me. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully in the near future, eventually I would love to get a nice camera, a real YouTubing camera. I would love to get like the software and the laptop and do all this stuff so I can do good editing and have like real videos for you guys. Chugging away, just working hard. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.